I think he spotted us.
Yeah, he could have clocked us at those lights about a mile back. He'll have a permanent crick in his neck, that one. Years of looking over his shoulder. Now look, he's turning off.
He's going into a car boot sale.
Oh, you worked that out?
That's a question. Why is he going into a car boot sale?
He's going to a car boot sale to sell all his worldly chattels because he's doing a bunk owing thousands, right?
Why don't we just go out and grab him?
We've got to corner him, hold him down and carry him off, all in public, without people screaming kidnap.
I haven't got a fiver.
Didn't ask you, did I? There you go, Squire.
And there's a repair of my moped, £117.50.
All right, you'll get it.
Yeah, I'll get it, but when?
There he is over there.
If you want a trestle table, it's £1 extra.
Yes.
No.
Oh, which is it?
It's no.
Yes.
Make up your mind and let me know.
Look, we've got to manoeuvre ourselves into a position where we can approach him. If we're fiddling around with a trestle table like everybody else, it'll look less suspicious.
What is this, method acting?
Brand new case. Never been touched. 15, take it up.
I think he's clocked us.
May I remind you that you've got an appointment with my tailor next week?
Yeah, you can remind me, but you remember there are conditions attached.
You're an employee of my organisation. You'll wear a uniform if I say so, and I do say so. And that uniform will be a suit made by a tailor, my tailor.
I will not wear a suit or a uniform if it is unwearable.
What do you mean, unwearable? Any title bum's father made suits for King Zog of Albania.
I don't care what his dad did. I'm not into suits.
Oh, really? Really? What are you into, then?
Well, I like sportswear. He has clocked us. Well, what do we do now?
We go slowly back to the motor, appear to go to the boot. I'll go to the left side, you go to the right side, and we'll play it as it lays.
Play it as it what?
Questions, questions. I don't pay you for questions. Let's go.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Please, please. I can't bear pain. Don't hit me.
You're not into pain, pal. Get in my motor. Help him.
Shall I tell him who we are?
Shut up. You're going to come quietly, Rodney. It's all right, all right. Domestic troubles, family problems. They're brothers. One of them's run off with a silver. No smart ideas, OK? Just behave yourself. It's all right, love. We're just waiting for someone. If I get a ticket, it's down to you, Rodney.
You know this is technically kidnapping.
No, it isn't. We're escorting you to a meeting with your creditors.
Well, you might have a point. There must be some kind of technical abduction.
Don't take his side.
On the other hand, you did commit an act that could be defined as fraud. So technically, we could restrain you in the sense that we could make a citizen's arrest. Which means in law that technically we would
Why
have the
don't
power
you
to restrain.
technically shut up? Hello?
Mr. King, Peter Jansen Mowbray, PPS, Mr. Davis. Could you bring him, please?
Out.
Sit down. I've got some documents for you to sign. I spoke to Mr. Davis recently, and he has confirmed that your brief is now to include keeping our friend here in this house today, tomorrow, until bank opening time on Monday.
I'm not staying here.
Oh, really? Oh, you're staying here. You'll stay put, and from now on you'll do exactly as you are told.
We can handle that.
The fee for keeping our friend here under wraps until Monday will be extra to the original arrangement of 10% of everything you recover.
Fine.
Here are 2 sets of keys to this place. Mr. Davis is flying in from Geneva this afternoon, and I'll confirm the details for Monday when I've spoken with him. From our records, we have paid money into 2 of your bank accounts. These are pro forma letters asking your bank to surrender to me details of both those accounts.
There's nothing. There's nothing in them.
Well, let the bank tell us that on Monday. Put the bank account numbers and your signature. There is a story, and I've never been able to check its veracity, that when Mr. Davis was in shipping and somebody let him down badly, he had him keel-hauled. And when he came out of the water, he had no skin left on him. Anywhere.
Can I have a word with you?
You stay there.
So this is what you've got us into, is it? A client who keel hauls his debtors, no skin anywhere. Did you hear that?
That was just a piece of reported anecdotage, nothing more.
This is all highly illegal. We can't hold this man over the weekend.
You're right. You can.
Oh, no.
Do you want your job or do you want to resign?
You know I can't resign.
Well,
It's just I've made definite arrangements to see Deirdre this weekend.
well, that's all right. Invite her here. Nice surroundings. I'm sure Rodney will turn a blind eye.
Yeah, she won't. She is a lawyer. She'd soon be onto how illegal all this is.
All right, all right. Look, you do today, I'll do tomorrow. Is that fair?
All right.
There's a shop down the corner. Go and get some tea bags, milk and sugar. Oh, and some sardines. Up.
What are you doing? Are you out of your tiny working class little mind?
Shut your mouth. I don't believe that you got rid of all that money. So I am gonna go to your residence and go through it with a fine-tooth comb. You've got a dodgy glint in your eye, Mr. Rodney. And it can't all be down to you being an ex-public school boy.
Take these things off me! Let me go! Hello?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Your fat friend treats me like an animal, chains me, handcuffs me. This is going to end up in the highest court in the land.
Oh, God, this is dreadful. This is an insult to me.
Oh, never mind you. Do something.
Well, I'm sorry, there's obviously been a misunderstanding. And I'm really angry with my colleague for doing this. However, rather than complicate an already complicated situation, I think probably the best thing for us to do is just wait.
How can this be happening?
Do you want a cup of tea? So how does this en primeur wine thing work, then?
Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's something in the explanation that can help us help you.
Well, if you take a great vintage, like 1982 classic Bordeaux, the wine cognoscenti, and there's a lot of people nowadays, know that unless they get in there fast, by the time the wine is bottled and at the merchants, the price will have gone through the roof. So, as a wine merchant, I'm supposed to have all the contacts at the chateau to reserve these wines. I sent out a list, and back came checks, and I had never seen so much money.
So you're saying that people paid you in full for wine that they haven't got?
In full.
Why?
Blind, stupid, ignorant trust that they will get it more cheaply.
But in your case, they haven't got it at all.
I suppose I had some idea at the back of my mind that I would take the money and make a few killings on the old racetrack in the city.
You lost it all at the races.
And on the stock market. There is money to be made in both. Some of my old school chums were big wheels in the city. They sort of let me down. It's no one's fault, really.
Which old school's that?
Eton, actually.
I am looking at all this stuff. There are 4 pots on the stove, casserole in the oven. There's nothing I want to eat. I'm cooking all this for you.
It's much appreciated.
So why am I cooking this lunch?
Basic rules of hospitality, I suppose. When you're my guest, I'll cook for you.
Wait a minute. When do I get to be your guest? You don't even have running water.
The pipes go in next week.
Oh, good. How much are they charging?
700.
£700?
Well, 3 plumbers looked at it. That was the cheapest quote.
Dear God.
Well, it's not my fault.
It's not your fault that you moved into a flat with a bath, 3 sinks, immersion heater, hot and cold tanks, and no pipes connecting them to anything?
No. Look, we've been through all this. Why can't we live together and halve the expenses?
You mean, why don't you live with me and halve your expenses?
I hadn't thought of it quite like that.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on, please, let's not row. My court appearance comes up in a few weeks. If we fall out now, I might lose my son.
You are approaching Hodnet about being a character witness.
Yes.
You really are thinking about your court appearance.
I don't do anything but think about it.
Mr. Jansen Mowbray's here with some gentlemen. Are you ready for him?
Yeah.
I must protest at my treatment. I have been abducted, chained, literally chained.
I don't want to hear you say anything. There's nothing left for you to say.
I'm...
No. For 20 years, I've used little Negosians like you. Each one as scrupulous as the next in their dealings. Then Lord Denzi recommends you. Later, it turns out he's never purchased wine from you, has only recommended you because you're old-school chums. Well, you're not an old-school chum of mine.
I'll do anything to make amends.
You will, indeed you will. I don't think sending a chap like you to jail is enough. That's why you're here. I have a number of tasks in mind for you, starting right away, actually. So if you and your associate would kindly withdraw for a moment.
God, I don't like him.
I don't like you very much, but I have to work with you after a fashion.
What are we doing out here, then?
A little more of ours is not the reason why I wouldn't go amiss. Mr. Deevers pays my fee, which pays your wages, so he calls our shots. As it happens, Mr. Deevers is very much a man after my own heart.
Let's go.
Where? I'm not a chauffeur, you know.
I'd like you to take him home, let him get washed and brushed up, a few things put into a suitcase, and, of course, his passport. Everything else is taken care of. After that, take him to the airport, and then come back to me, and I'll settle your account.
But what about the wine?
Please go, he'll miss his plane.
Steady. Why are we going to the airport?
Ask him, not me.
Well?
None of your business.
You're very much my business. I was down to make a very nice return of 10% on all wine recovered. You come out of a huddle with those two, and it's all airports and settle the account. And no one's talking about the wine.
There is no wine.
There bloody is. Have a look at that. The reason why I didn't say anything to Mr. Deevers about this is because I think there's more, you thieving little rat. And when you come back from this mysterious journey, you and me are going down a dark alley, and you're going to tell me where you put the rest of the stuff that you nicked.
You don't frighten me. You know why? Because compared to Deevers, you are nothing. All he has to do is to pick up a phone, and I'm on my way to South Africa.
What?
Well, I mean, I'm got to fly to Belgrade and then to Cairo, pick up a packet and go to Johannesburg.
What package?
Well, he's quite open about it. It's a gun site, a night site for a gun. It's for the South Africans to copy. He says it's something the British government are very difficult about.
A gun site? Are you listening to this?
So it's part of a gun.
Aiding in sanctions busting to help a fascist regime, breaking British law?
We can soon put a stop to that. You stop lying about the wine, give us £60,000, we'll give it back to Mr. Deevers, and we'll not take you to the airport. Get after him, then! Well, go on, then, get after him! Go! Quick!
Mr. Devis, Mr. King.
Sit down, Mr. King. I'm disappointed you let our friend go. But if that's the kind of wine Rodney has salted away, I'm not interested. It's all rather inferior stuff. No, I want Rodney back and sent off on his errand. But as you have not been entirely competent in chaperoning him, I've put others on the task. As I believe our accounts have been settled, our business appears to be at an end.
What about my percentage?
Of what?
Well, the value of the wine recovered.
Goodbye, Mr. King.
Make me a strong cup of tea, 3 tea bags and some aspirin.
Oh dear, Mr. King, have we got a headache?
I don't know if we've got one. I've got one.
When you've got a headache, Mr. King, caffeine and tannin make it worse.
What makes it worse, Miss Wilmot, is people rabbiting on endlessly.
Minister of State, Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Okay, thanks very much. All right. What did he say?
Enough to bring on me migraine. They're not interested. Don't want to know about the wine and forget about 10% of all recovered. However, he's left one thing out of his calculations.
What?
Me. I don't like to be hired to do something and then told forget it. Come on. I'm going to continue with the original brief. I'm going to find Rodney and I'm going to find every bottle of wine he's got. And I'm going to recover 10% of the value of it.
But if Devis isn't interested...
He will be. If Rodney did buy his wine and hide it and I track it down, God, not much he won't be. And there'll be others suitably grateful, you can bet your life, if I locate a few of their choice bottles. What was you on the phone there about? Minister of State at the Foreign Office?
Foreign and Commonwealth Office. He's the one to contact. I'm going to write to him about this gun site going to South Africa thing.
You're going to write to the government about Mr. Devis?
Yeah.
You're pathetic. Who cares whether Mr. Millionaire Devis supports the South Africans as long as we get a result and a proper fee?
I do.
I'm not offering this for an Oxford debate. I'm doing this job for £6,000 plus expenses, and I aim to collect. You're going to help me in as far as you're able to help anybody by doing exactly as I say. Now, tomorrow morning, if you're not prepared to come here and work to my specific orders, don't come near and vacate the accommodation above, right?
Hello, hello. Hello again. Did I tell you, I think I found something very interesting.
Oh, pleased to hear it.
You haven't heard it yet.
Well, I didn't give him the details.
This is the essence. A derailed steam locomotive at Edgware plunged down an embankment onto a public highway and demolished Miss Buick, February 1889. Miss Buick was the mother of a bouncing baby girl, aged 3, called Liberty. The person who had originally taken the Liberty was a Mr. O'Rourke, an Irish gentleman, said to be of little means. He appeared on the scene rather quickly after Miss Buick's demise, bringing a war chip case. The court noted that it suspected that the real reason he desired custody was that the child, as natural heir to Miss Buick, would eventually inherit her not inconsiderable estate. Stocks, cash, and 4 freeholds in Muswell Hill.
Very interesting.
Well, the interesting item is that the child had grandparents who likewise fought for custody, and yet the court awarded custody to O'Rourke. It may well have been that the grandparents were of an advanced age. Anyway, the natural father, O'Rourke, went on to sue the railway company in another important ruling. The railway company refused compensation on the grounds that the locomotive was not on railway property at the time. By an act of God, it was racing down the Edgware Road.
Great. How does all this argue for my case?
I think you parallel the O'Rourke gentleman, except that your principal object is not to gain cash, stocks, and 4 freeholds in Muswell Hill. O'Rourke fought the grandparents, blood relatives as close as this brother figure the mother of your son was used to adopt him off to. I think it all adds up to some good case law that gives us a real fighting chance.
What do you think?
Yes, definitely. This is what we need in the legal aspect. We'll pull this off. The rest is up to you. You'll have to look good in court, say the right things, appear to be able to provide the right environment to bring up the child.
So what you're saying is you can get the law right, but if I don't look right in court, we're not going to win.
By the time we get to court, I'll have you looking right.
Who's that?
Oh, it's David Castle, Mr. Hodinet.
Who is David Castle?
I used to work for you, Mr. Hodinet.
What?
I wonder if I could have a word with you, please, Mr. Hodinet.
Yes?
Hi, it's me, David Castle.
Why don't you say so? Don't stand there getting me cold. Come in.
Oh, right, thanks.
I'm sure this isn't a social call. The young these days, by that I mean anyone under 50, have no time for intercourse of a social kind. When I was a scrap of a lad, social intercourse was the only kind. Strange days, Whittaker. Like some sherry?
Yeah, thank you.
I suppose you've come here to try and get your job back. No doubt you discovered that the 3 million out there aren't all bone idle.
Thanks. Yeah, I may want my job back, actually.
You may, might you? Well, I myself and my partners will give you courtesy or reconsideration. However, Whittaker, if my memory serves me right...
No, I'm David Castle.
Not Whittaker?
No.
Who the hell's Whittaker?
I've no idea, Mr. Hodinet.
I remember you quite distinctly. You're the fellow who kept resigning?
Well, I resigned once. Just didn't seem to register with you that I had.
If you don't want your job back and you're not Whittaker, what do you want?
Well, I was in the office one day, and Mr. Denzel showed me an article you wrote for the Historic Review on wine. He also said that you used to buy and sell wine, and that you've got an extensive cellar.
Quite a chatterbox, Mr. Denzel. And what's more, his mind is going. Sometimes he doesn't know what day of the week it is.
Well, anyway, I'm trying to trace a debtor at the moment who's in the wine business, and I thought I'd start by making some inquiries from within the trade.
That shouldn't be difficult.
Oh, what's that?
It's a friendly trade. A high proportion of sociable people, which means that they all more or less know each other. I'll give you a few introductions.
Oh, that'd be great. That's exactly what I want. Thanks very much. That's very good of you. There was something else I wanted to ask you. It's about an impending court appearance.
Sorry, where were we?
Rodney Finch Courtney.
Yes. I wonder if you've satisfied me, Mr. Castle, with your story that you're a relative seeking him out.
I very much want to get hold of him.
Of course, yes. Quite a character, Rodney. Some people... However, you wouldn't by any chance be a creditor?
Well, yes.
In that case, I'll try to help you. I'm not too enamored of having people like him in my trade.
Oh, great. So, how do I go about finding him?
You leave me your phone number. I'll make a few calls, see what I can discover.
I sometimes hope to dessert here. This have a crumble is jolly good.
Have what you like.
Thought I'd just mention it, seeing that you're paying. So, after decades in uniform, you've at last decided to go straight. That's a joke.
I've always been straight, Edwin, in a manner of speaking, within the context.
Each according to what they know, really.
Precisely. But you've been bent all the time I've known you.
Yes, but I was always able to assuage my conscience by being such an enormous help to you. Endless bits of choice information.
Oh, yeah, on a tit-for-tat basis. And occasionally for the insurance rewards, as I remember.
Correctly.
It's information I want now.
Of course.
It's the gourmet part of your memory I want to fork into. Grand meals and fine wines.
Yeah?
Do you know a chap called Rodney Finch Courtney, supplier of fine wines to the upper crust?
Finch Courtney? No.
Medium build, shifty, public school.
Finch Courtney? That's Roger Halesbury.
Who?
Halesbury, a well-known runner, in every sense of the word.
Indeed.
He did have some connection with the wine trade, as you mentioned. A couple of years ago, he wanted to rent some storage place. Well, I put him onto a chum, near Baring. Baring rented Roger some lock-up garage.
You couldn't let me have the phone number of your friend Baring, could you?
I dare say. You having a brandy?
Roger Halesbury. Ah, Halesbury. Roger Vane Halesbury. Ah, Halesbury. Ten cases of Trottyville, 82 1100. 10 cases of Chateau de Sales, 82 990. 20 cases Lariviere Briand, 2080. Several ways you can accompany me to my office, and one is without your teeth. Excuse me, love. Now you're going to get in my car, and you're driving.
You are an extremely rude man.
Oh, you found him.
Of course I found him. Sit down there, you, and shut up. Out. I found a lot more besides. There's over 4,000 quid worth of stuff there, and there might be more.
So, it seems you've been lying again. Is there any more where this came from?
Oh, no, that's it, that's it. It's my entire fortune.
Promise?
Absolutely.
I think you owe me an apology.
Well, it's not your wine.
The last time we were together, sitting in the back of a car, you punched me rather hard on the nose.
Oh, yes, I was going to get round to apologising, sincerely.
Mr. King, a man of death. Can I speak to Mr. Jansen Mowbray, please? In conference. Can I speak to Mr. Devis? Both in conference. Look, love, this is a very important matter. Yes, I'll hold on. Shouldn't that be I before he?
Who was approached recently by Mr. Devis of City and Central Properties and requested to smuggle a gun site, or gun night site, into South Africa.
Who is this to?
The Minister of State for the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. And I am prepared to swear on oath that this was told to me by Mr. Finch Courtney, who can be contacted through me. Yours faithfully, etc., etc. Does that seem all right? What do you think?
Are you stark staring mad?
OK, let's go. Come on, Mr. Devis is waiting.
Well done for finding him. An extra fee is obviously in order. Shall we say 1,000?
Thank you.
You shall have a check tomorrow. Now, that does conclude our business. Goodbye, Mr. King. Can I assume you've got over your fit of nerves and are ready to undertake this little trip? You really should encounter no problems.
As a matter of fact, we have a problem already.
Yes?
The tall one is a raving lunatic. You have got to believe that I won't go because I can't go. I told them about this whole South African trip.
That was extremely foolish.
And the tall one got all steamed up about it and is now writing a letter to the Foreign Office. To the Minister of State at the Foreign Office, whatever, telling him about you and this whole thing.
Do you believe this?
It has that far-fetched quality that people don't invent.
I didn't invent it. You bring him, David Castle, in here, I'll confront him. Or I'll phone him, and you can listen in when I ask him if he sent his letter.
John, a tall young man with an army jacket and a squat chap in his 50s. Have they come through the foyer? Just left the building. Right.
I think this situation calls for those people I know.
As you wish.
Hello? Oh, great. Couldn't do these shirts for me, could you? It's just 3.
Look, David, I have to be in chambers in an hour, and I am trying to iron what seems to be my only presentable blouse. Oh, ring 748-0135 at once.
You sound very businesslike. You weren't ever a prison wardress, were you?
I just do things when they ought to be done, not 6 weeks later.
Brick? Ah, Mr. Castle, concerning Rodney. I phoned around, left some messages. Jimmy Bartlett Page, he of Hadley's wine auction.
Hadley's? Tooley Street. In half an hour. Right, OK. Thanks very much for that. Yeah, bye.
Where are you going?
I'll phone you later, OK?
Oh, terrific. Wonderful. Just treat me as a message-taking ironing machine.
Deirdre, couldn't run us into town, could you?
Yes?
I've just had a further chat with the chairman. Rodney Finch Courtney has informed me that your associate has drafted a letter to the Foreign Office containing some serious allegations. Some lie about Mr. Deevers requesting Finch Courtney to take a gun accessory to South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sending some people round to talk to him.
Well, he's not here.
Please get him there, then. I'd hate my people to have a wasted journey.
I'd go home if I was you, Miss Wilmot.
I'll just finish this letter, Mr. King.
Finish it tomorrow. Better still, start again, eh?
There's some of the figures. That's the most important one. Okay, thank you. What the hell do you want?
Where are you taking that wine, Rodney?
Mind your own business.
It's not your wine, so you can't take it into a wine auction. Anyway, how did you get it off the wholesalers when Mr. King has all the invoices?
It's known that I paid for it, so I can sell it. Now, get lost.
Paid for it, yes, but not with your own money. Now, either I go to the police, or I get into this van with you, and we take it back where it came from. It's your decision, Rodney.
Everybody in the whole wide world hates me.
I don't hate you, Rodney. No, really, I mean it. Come on. You know, I'm sure this is the best thing. Tell us about all the other wine you've got, produce the invoices, and then perhaps we can help you clear up all this mess.
You know, you seem a jolly decent sort of chap. Did you go to public school?
Take the next left. That's funny, he should still be here. Wait a minute. You stay here, I've just got to go and check something. Give me the ignition keys, Rodney.
Why?
Give. Hello. What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question.
You don't write no letters. Okay.
At Newcastle, 12:45, by the yard. 1:15, lady.
Go away, or one of you's going to get hurt.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
That's Ming. That's the only decent thing I had.
Yeah, can you take this down a bit faster, Bill? I think I've got some domestic problems upstairs. Cousin Jane, in the 3 o'clock at Nottingham, I want £10 each way. Ta-da, got a rush. Yes? If you want some more, pal, you'll be down. Somebody's got to pay for all this damage, you know that? Hold up, I want a word with you. On your bike, you. Now, that's no more than you deserve. Betraying a client's confidential trust. Right into the Foreign Office, what are you doing? What are you, where's your brains? What are you, some sort of anarchist? I still think you're a lovely mover.
I think it's time I called you Ronald.
I've never stopped you.
Okay, Ronald. Go away, Ronald. Out. Carl, we've got to sort out these invoices.
Oh, yes, right. Look, David, I've been thinking, David, I wonder whether I could interest you and your colleague here about an idea some chums of mine in the city have been putting.
9, 21, 32.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. I can't believe it.
Now for the suitings. Let me show Sir our most popular little number. Wool worsted with just a hint of your Oxford Brew pinstripe. Are we an Oxbridge man, sir?
No, we are not.
Could have fooled me. You have, if I may express it this way, a certain savoir-faire. All these are summer-winter weight. Wonderfully stylish, you'll agree, sir.
I have to be honest, I don't like any of these colours.
I would have thought they were more positive in outlook than this colour blend you're favouring, sir. What is it, a sort of Brussels sprout green?
I'm very careful about the colours I wear. And anyway, I could never wear anything with stripes in it.
Hold on a minute. This is a trip to a tailor's to order a sodden work suit, not the height of Paris fashion. You're unlikely to be seen out with Princess Di and Charles this season. This is a suit of clothes in which to greet our customers and to save you from being arrested for vagrancy.
Anyway, these all feel like they'd be itchy. I like to wear cotton or denim against my legs.
So the trousers will be fully lined.
No, I don't like lined trousers.
Am I making a suit for your friend, or am I not?
He is not my friend, and you are making a suit for him. Here, in that cloth, with 2 pairs of fully lined trousers.
What if I get rashes on my legs?
Good. Get a rash on your legs.
There's no need to be so aggressive, you know.
I've been looking at your rotten clothes far too long, and it's finally got up my nose. When's the first fitting?
1 week from now.
Right, we'll be here.
One last question. On which side does Sir dress?
What does that mean?
Don't ask that question again. I've had enough.
I must know.
What does he mean, dress?
Hold on. I'll find out, and I'll phone you. Give us. Out. We're leaving.
Looks even worse in daylight.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I've had some really good news.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it looks like there's some very hopeful signs for my court case, which means I've got to smarten up, evidently. So I might need this rotten suit for my court appearances.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so thank you for paying for it.
It's Mr. Davis who's paying for it. He settled promptly because I was able to assure him there was no way you were going to send a letter to the Foreign Office. And you better believe that.
After my court case, I'm not guaranteeing you anything, including that I don't hang this up permanently in a cupboard.
With the speed of British justice, son, that could be in about 2 years, just in time for a second suit.
You're assuming I'm going to be working for you in 2 years.
And you're assuming, you animal, that somebody else would employ you.
Well, if I'd accept work from you, I'm obviously not that fussy, am I?
Now, stop. Let's stop. Our entire relationship has come to this. Nagging, nagging, nagging.
Well, we can soon sort that, can't we?
How?
If we have a drink, your loud mouth will be otherwise engaged, won't it?
Equally yours. What would you like?
Oh. Glass of red wine, please.
Right.
Oh, and something decent, if you don't mind.